Church of Palūšė is one of the most beautiful and ornate examples of religious folk architecture. No wonder that after the restoration of independence, the image of this building was put on the newly established banknotes of 1 litas. The construction of this church was initiated by the priest Juozapas Baziliauskas in the mid-18th century. The church was built on the land that he had inherited from his parents and given the name of his patron, Saint Joseph. Later, the church was renovated 3 times. It had undergone some major fixings in the first half of the 19th century, had its interior renewed at the end of the century, while the last restoration was done in 1994 to 1997, based on the project of the architect Regina Smilgevičiūtė. The building, featuring simple harmonious forms, is an excellent example of folk baroque. As it was common for the traditional folk architecture of the time, the church was built without a single nail. The only tool of construction was an axe, and the church was built on shaped logs with wooden plugs used for reinforcement instead of nails. The building is rectangular, has 3 naves with a lower and narrower presbytery, finishing with a triple apsis on one side of the building and an even lower entryway on the other. The sacristy building lies against the walls of the presbytery and the nave. The naves and the entryway are covered with shingled gable roofs, while the decorative laconic multi-side turrets are decorated with ornamented open-work crosses. The walls are covered with vertical boards. The planes are divided by rectangular windows of various sizes, while the planks decorating the doors create rhombic shapes. The interior space is divided by thin columns. Wooden planks cover only the ceiling, so in the shaped timber walls you can still see the old authentic construction technology. The interior is decorated with 3 neo-Baroque altars created in the late 19th century and decorated with wood carvings. There are also several order-valuable pieces of art dating back to the 18th century, such as the illusionist Baroque painting of Saint Joseph decorating the Great Altar. The founder of the church is buried in front of the Great Altar. In the churchyard near the church, there is a uniquely shaped and very ornate wooden belfry, built approximately at the same time. The 2-section octagonal construction, which is as high as the church itself, is more reminiscent of an ancient Lithuanian wooden castle watchtower than a folk architecture belfry.